Now here's an interesting one. Many, if not all of us, have watched Kenyan athletes take on the rest of the world at various competitions. Lap after lap, we have cheered them on. But have you realized that athletes run anti-clockwise on the track? KTN's Lynn Washira set out to find out where it all started, and if athletes have always run clockwise.
The fact that athletes run anti-clockwise is definitely not one of the easiest things to spot in relation to athletics, probably because all the running tracks in the world are designed that way. History, however, has it that athletes have not always run from left to right. In the 19th century, when athletics tracks were laid down, the direction run was frequently clockwise. In the first modern Olympics held in Athens in 1896 and Paris 4 years later were certainly run so. But after 1906, there were objections as most competing countries had by then settled for anti-clockwise running. The fact that the first athletics events were run on horse tracks could also be a factor, as all the tracks were counterclockwise. Other suggestions are that because of the effect of the Earth's rotation, an athlete running anti-clockwise will have a slight advantage, resulting in a faster time. In the Southern Hemisphere, this effect is reversed, but as the sport gained popularity in the Northern Hemisphere, anti-clockwise system was adopted and maintained. Evidence of the phenomenon is that none of the current world track records have been set south of the equator.
If you take somebody and put him in the middle of the desert, say, blindfold him, and say walk in a straight line, he'll come back to where he started. So there is a natural tendency for us to want to go to the left all the time.
There's also a theory that suggests that the anti-clockwise running is due to the fact that the right leg is naturally stronger, as explained by Peter Nduhio, who has worked with top athletes as a physiotherapist.
The heart is placed on the left, but you find the majority of the people are right-handed, and that makes it the dominant side of it. Again, now there is a contradiction a little bit, because you'll find your brain, if you are right-handed, the dominant side of your brain is left.
Running anti-clockwise could be referred to as racing against the clock, quite literally, but John Valzian, who has spent the better part of his life laying tracks in Africa and beyond, does not think it has any effect on time.
All our tracks are left-hand all the way around, but when it comes to races like the marathon and any other road race, then we follow the traffic normally the way the traffic goes.
Athletes have with time been programmed to run anti-clockwise, but they are seen running clockwise during their warm-down after a race.
It is the right leg that actually complains in a majority of the athletes, because it is struggling to put your body down, you see, as you're taking your corners. So it's always struggling to pull you back,
Whichever the origin, athletes will for now continue the race against the clock, as stated by the IAAF rule number 163 cap 1, that the direction of running shall be left hand from the inside.
Interesting piece there. If you didn't know that, you're welcome.